Rolling with Nat 20. I'm Nat 20. We're back with more KeeperRL Alpha 13 version. And when we last left our keeper, we were in a situation in which we were going to be spending more money than we have in a very soon rate. I don't know. I probably should have planned that sentence out better. Anyway, I was more thinking about how I'm going to acquire that money while I was talking. Attack the dragon, maybe? I think I already cleared out these bandits. Could attack this town over here. This looks like the elf town. I don't know what my chances are against that dragon. Usually the dragon marks me pretty hard. So I think I'm actually going to take my team. Ridiculous wolf walked into the miasma. I'm going to take my team and go and try to fight these elves for money, mana, and glory. Is this a magic mushroom? Hey, before I go any further, you are equipped, right? You have a short bow. Why don't you have any ammo? An arrow. Why are you so foolish? Barricade here. Probably should have opened that chest before we barricaded. It could have been money. Oh well. I don't need to know about that. Alright, an elf archer was there. Do I have any sort of spells as this? I have a magic shield as my vampire. So I will magic shield to be safe. Ooh, that orc took an arrow and is wounded. Can't let that happen. We are going to smash that guy with our battle axe. And by smash, I mean cut him in half because I thought we had a hammer. Get our arrows from here, why not? No time for other looting. Well, I guess I don't have a way of getting over there, so I have time to take this first aid in case something goes sour. Take a step down this way. Step. This orc is doing decent work. This elf archer is mine. The orc applies a first aid kit. Good job. This orc is on top of his game. Did I lose anybody? Yeah, it looks like I lost my vampire. Not the one I'm controlling, but one of them. I had 3 in this team. That's rather unfortunate. But sometimes people have to die in order to make money and take out elves. I have an injured arm, but it's not destroyed. So I'm going to take a moment, this first aid kit, and apply it. And it didn't fix up my arm. My arm is busted up forever. Well, that is no good. Alright, alright. Wait, I thought I lost a vampire. Did I not? Oh, no, the vampire I'm controlling must not be part of this list. I understand. I did not lose a vampire. But what I am going to need to do, now that I've lost an arm, is come back over here and get myself some things that are going to compensate, like an elven sword. I only need 1 arm for a sword. Bust in here. Oh yeah, gold, all the gold. What we came here for. Gotta make sure to get back before daytime strikes, otherwise these vampires will burst into flames. The shot is harmless. I'm worried about these shots because one of them busted up my arm. An arrow hits the orc and that's no good. I will cut up you. Scroll a teleport and one of the archers disappears. That's no good. Where'd he go? I keep missing this guy because I'm no good with this sword. It's made for elves, not vampires. I missed my battle axe, but stupid elves screwed up my arm. Alright, how long till I can do another magic shield? A while. I can escape if need be. My wolf died. My ogre is around here somewhere doing some damage, it seems. Maybe he's at home napping. The rest of my team seems alright. I haven't even seen the zombie. He might just be hanging out way in the back, trying to catch up for all I know. Alright, orc. Good job. Keep using those first aid kits to keep yourself alive for as long as you can, orc. We're doing this mission to be able to afford you and the rest of your friends. Okay, who's attacking the cow? The harpy kicks the cow? You're kicking cows now, harpy? You kicked a cow to death. Well, I guess you had to get to that archer somehow. Here's my ogre, all super powerful and happy. Excellent. Some arrows. These guys don't carry money on them. That's a problem. It's a problem for me. What's this? Book of Master Sorcery? I believe I already have Master Sorcery, but I'll read it anyway. Apply. Yep, okay. Already got that. I don't need to pick up every arrow. Can I even shoot an arrow with my one arm? No, you need two hands to shoot a bow. My arm's too messed up to shoot a bow anymore. It is both cool and frustrating that things like your arm getting too injured to effectively use two-handed weapons can happen. Oh, no, looks okay. He stepped back, he didn't die. I thought that pile was my orc. But it looks like the orc stopped his bleeding with a first aid kit again. Good job. I have an injured head, arm, and leg now. What happened? Let's read the whole thing now. The vampire misses the elf lord. The elf lord swings his silver elven sword. The orc is wounded. The harpy misses the elf lord. The orc misses the elf lord. The elf lord swings his silver elven sword, and the orc is wounded. The harpy misses the elf lord. The vampire misses the elf lord. The elf lord swings his silver elven sword, and the orc is critically wounded. The orc drinks a potion of healing. Good job. The orc's bleeding stops. An orc applies first aid. The orc's bleeding stops. Come to think of it, do I have any potions? First aid kits, bunch of fire defense, dexterity potions, or dexterity mushrooms. Well, let us take a second, because I don't want this vampire to die. And escape. And after escaping, he will consume a dexterity mushroom. And can I apply, probably should have done this first, but can I apply my first aid to effectively help anything? Yes, I can. I fixed up my arm. Interesting. Oh, a vampire falls apart from the arrows. It's no good. Well, with my new dexterity bonus, I have a much better chance of hitting, so I will take you down. With my other arm back in action, I can even shoot a bow if need be. That lord is somewhere messing my dudes up, though, and I am not happy about it. Let's see if I can shoot some arrows into this mess. Ooh, yeah, an arrow hits the elf lord and he's shot in the leg. He's now crawling towards me. Finish him with your sword. Misses it, but it causes the vulture to fly away. Hey, orc, do you want to finish him? Yeah, we finished off the elf lord. Let's take his arrows, his first aid kit, and his silver elven sword named Ebony Death. You know who earned that sword? Move. This vampire earned the heck out of that sword. Yep. And all we have left to show from this is my vampire that I was controlling, one of my orcs, and a zombie. Everyone else died. The harpy is crawling. Alright. One moment. If I drop my first aid kit, 2 uses, stop being him, and start being my harpy, take a step here and pick up this first aid kit. Oh, you already had a first aid kit. Well, why aren't you using it? Oh. Because you're one-legged forever. I see. Do you have a bow? You do have a bow. Why aren't you shooting arrows at things? Why were you kicking dudes to death? It don't make no sense. Alright, well, I'm gonna control this vampire again. clear out the rest of this place. They didn't tell us that we killed everybody, so there might still be an elf or two hanging out, like that guy. You really want to mess with me? You've exterminated the armed forces. I get that. I guess that shot hit. Excellent. What am I supposed to do with this kid? I ain't gonna let this kid just run off into the forest and have dreams of vendettas. Seems foolish to allow. Man, I don't care if I'm overloaded. I ain't attacking nothing. You know, something just occurred to me. And the fact that the green dragon was an apparent enemy suggests that what occurred to me is that my teammates that are going to go and attempt to make it back to the dungeon without me are all going to try to go through that green dragon. It seems I've picked up too much stuff to pick up a whole heck of a lot more. It's alright, because I'm going to have to make my way back to the dungeon pretty soon anyway. Entirely sure how it's judging that I can't pick stuff up at this point. I don't necessarily know if I need to pick anything up. Let's just head back. Vampires got all my gold. Oops. And we make it back in before daybreak. Huzzah! Excellent. That's quite excellent. What a wonderful little excursion that we did. We come back to find that we have a couple werewolves and some legendary beasts who've even joined our team. We have way too many goblins, but that's okay. They're all just going to be focusing on building stuff. Not enough of them are focusing on the lab. Let's tear the top 3 guys off of what they're doing, move them over to the lab. I want you to go slow. Lab. 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 Excellent. Now, I think I've researched everything. I have. The rest of my mana is all about summoning imps, which I don't necessarily need a whole lot more of. And building myself a nice little ritual room. Boom. I'll have that be my little ritual room for now. Maybe we'll even summon up a couple more imps. Send the imps to go take this stuff, but I think that they would try to return back through this way, and I need to deal with that dragon so that my return trip isn't murderous. But how to deal with the dragon? Legendary beasts, plus that vampire that's pretty powerful. Actually, vampire, I want you to study. We don't need you to get too many more levels, but if I could increase your spell arsenal, you could be just as good as a keeper. Fortunately, the amount of gold that I seem to have procured doesn't seem to be too much. I thought I'd collected a lot more gold than I seem to have found myself in possession of at this moment. This is worrisome. Partly worrisome. Well, let's build up this team a little bit more. Grab the werewolves. Zombies can stay behind and defend. We'll grab the legendary beasts as well. No, can I move you? There we go. I don't want you around because you only got 1 leg, so you'll stick around here and defend the fort. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. I got a ghost. Seems like I should probably build out my ritual room more. Magic number for bringing people in, for getting shamans, when it comes to the size of the library was 4x4. Maybe I should abandon this plan of these 3x3 rooms and go more for 4x4 rooms. I don't know. Don't necessarily know how well that's going to work out for me. Getting a lot of ghosts. Oh, I don't want a ghost in my team. Oh, don't want that either. So first off, you're the team leader. Second off, I don't want to deal with that team right now. Third off, what do ghosts do? They ghost things? I don't know. More ritual room. For the rituals. Let's speed this up. A succubus. Excellent. That's what we want. We want a succubus. Succubus. Copulate. Copulate succubus. Go succubus. Who you copulate with? Trying to copulate with that harpy? The succubus makes love to a goblin. Alright. In case you're unaware, the way that the succubuses work is it is the only way of acquiring new creatures aside from migration. A succubus will go and sleep with somebody, and eventually it will have birth to a creature that it slept with. So it slept with a goblin. Eventually that succubus is going to have birth to a goblin. I keep hitting copulate, increasing the chances. A legendary humanoid. Excellent. We definitely want you to go study. These shamans can actually go to the lab. We do not need them studying for mana. We need them in the lab building potions. Succubus gave birth to a what? A this thing? Excellent. You go in and you study too. Cyclops is killed by an orc. What? What just happened? A Cyclops is killed by an orc. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. All 4 of my orcs are there. I don't understand what happened. A doppelganger joins my forces. Cool thing about a doppelganger is I can have the doppelganger consume somebody. Now I would like him to absorb that harpy because that harpy is injured. He will gain the power of the harpy, as you'll see now. Where's he at? Actually. Troll? There you are. He will gain the power of the harpy, as well as a couple of the attributes of the harpy. Boom. The doppelganger absorbs a harpy. The doppelganger becomes more agile, faster, more feminine, and more skillful. An orc is killed by a doppelganger. The doppelganger absorbs an orc. That was a different doppelganger. I think they automatically start absorbing people if they're injured. Doppelganger turns into humanoid. The doppelganger becomes stronger and more masculine. So this one, we go into the description. It is strong, agile, and fast, and has wings like a harpy. Gained archery mastery, and can still absorb other creatures. This one, on the other hand, is agile, weak, and slow because of the goblin it controlled. And unfortunately, it doesn't seem like we can actually have it go and try to produce things like an actual goblin would. We are under attack by the red dragon. Oh. This could be nasty. I'm not entirely sure how to handle this red dragon attack. Luckily for me, this is about all the time I have for a single episode. So, I get to save and think about what I'm going to do. Or, maybe, the game crashes and we never get to find out what I'm going to do. Womp womp. Well, that's mighty unfortunate. If I load that back up... Nope. Nope. Let's try again real quick. Load back up. Broken game file. I'll give it one more shot, and if it breaks at the same exact moment, I'm calling it a broken game file. Broken game file. Well, this is an alpha, folks. So I guess that's the end of that run. Defeated by broken game file. Oh well. You've been rolling with Nat 20. I'm Nat 20. And next time, I don't know what we're going to do anymore. Bye.